Have you ever wondered what goes into creating an episode of UH? Be a fly on the wall as Jay and Beck brainstorm, banter, and offer a glimpse into that madness. It may be crazy, personal, or messy, but hey, it's how they get shit done. So kick off your shoes, pour yourself a drink of the day, grab that comfy throw blanket, and attempt to relax as you enter into the minds of the maniacs. Welcome to the writing sessions.
Every day's a journey for me.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. It's not about the destination.
You know, that's what they say.
It is what they say.
Destination.
Always. It's never about the destination. It's always about the journey.
Oh, that's right. Journey is what they say.
Shit.
Two morons.
This is Season 4, Episode 9, Bedlam Ave, The Writing Sessions.
You know this song?
Jesus is my friend.
Kind of a banger. I can't even believe I'm saying I kind of like a song that's like Jesus people.
But it's the best. It's a ska.
It's kind of like
song.
Devo.
Yeah, and it's
like
makes you want to dance around.
I'm in the shower going, and it's just playing in my head.
Banger.
It's a banger. I can't. I don't know, but it is.
I'm just so glad that I'm not the only one now that loves that song.
Sunseed.
It's so
I even
catchy.
watched a live performance today. Can somebody drum and bass this? Let's get some remixes going. It's pretty fucking crazy, man. Pass out the glow sticks, everybody. This fucking song is on.
All right, this is the best I can do.
This is a whole nother sound.
Yeah, whatever
man.
it's called.
CMEs.
Well, we better hope there's not even there could be a giant one in the future that just wipes everything out. No more internet.
Oh, yeah.
Big wheels are a-rolling with big fat wheels in back. Those fat back wheels are something else. Fat enough to take turns at full speed. Slick enough so when you jam on the brakes, you spin. Big wheel with handbrake and fat wheels in back. Some assembly required. Big Wheel by Marks.
What if there's a gang of big wheel people in the hallway?
Oh, okay. I mean, I loved big wheels when I was a kid. In
I would do one now.
They have adult big wheels.
What?
But they're not the plastic ones. That's the problem. They're like big wheels, but for adults. They have real rubber on the tires, so you actually get a grip.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can't spin, pull the
thing,
and then slide, do a Tokyo drift with that shit.
Yeah, that's right. Go off ramps and shit.
Oh, yeah. I loved my big wheel, man. I could boogie on that thing. The problem was the wheels were plastic and they spun too much, so sometimes you really get rip-roaring with torque, and it just couldn't hold you.
And they split down the middle.
Yes, they did. Those were the biggest problems. They always split down the middle when they got their wear.
Yeah, they split down the middle.
They start out great, brand new.
Yeah, they're like $100 now, man.
What, big wheels?
I'm looking like the old school plastic ones,
Yeah.
Exactly like we remember $100. I'm looking at one right now.
Are they as cool?
I don't know.
Because remember, we had red ones with yellow wheels.
That's what this one is. It has a yellow handbrake and a yellow wheel with a red neck and a blue seat. And it's for kids 3 to 7, and it's $100. Weren't they like $20?
Yeah, they're plastic. Talk about inflation. That is ridiculous.
Wow. Yeah, and you'd have the tassels on the left and right that would flap in the wind.
Yep, tassels. You had to have the tassels. Put in adult big wheels.
Yeah.
Real basic shit.
Oh, adult big wheel, $250.
For $150.
Look at that.
Will you tell me you wouldn't rock one of those down the street?
Oh, yeah, and it is rubber looking.
Yep.
Like the wheels are rubber looking.
Uh-huh.
This looks cool. It's low to the ground.
Yes.
And yeah.
I saw a gang of big wheelers, and they made it look so cool. They were flying down the road in a little posse. And I was like, wow, I would get on an adult big wheel and join that gang. I'm going with you guys.
I'm not seeing the fucking bar, though, on this.
Oh, the handbrake?
So you can do Tokyo Drift.
No,
yeah, you can.
No, they've probably got handbrakes on it, I'm assuming.
Yep, it's got a handbrake on it, yep.
But still,
it looks cool, though.
It is cool. It's fun to ride.
If we had money, I'd order some right now and be like, hey, this weekend we're going big wheeling.
The Big Wheel by Marks, with adjustable seat, handy saddlebag, and a quick stop racing brake. Braking, winning, spinning. It's the Big Wheel with saddlebag and racing brake. Big Wheel by Marks. If we make it, it can take it.
My Aunt house on the north side, they made like a little garden now, and it's now dilapidated. But before they had stairs there, it was like a little hill. So we put a little ramp there, and we would go flying up in the fucking air and land at the bottom of the hill and just go flying down that street. And, oh, man, it was so good. We never cracked our head open.
No,
we were all right.
I skinned some knees and elbows.
Yeah.
For sure. I didn't crack my head open. It was called living. These kids probably have video game related injuries now.
Yeah, their wrist is fucked up or something. They even have a motorized one. Yeah. 2000 for a motorized one. It's really crazy looking.
Oh, I never saw a gas-powered one. I might have to look up gas-powered big wheel and see if someone ride it.
Brand new gas-powered fat rider. It's got a big fat wheel in the front.
That's a lot.
Too large.
That's a lot.
I'd rather get an electric bike than get that or something.
Yeah. You definitely would get fucked with on that thing. You know, if you're on an e-bike, nobody's going to fuck with you on it. Everyone has an e-bike, but when you have one of those, that's like Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
He built him
Bullet.
That wheelchair that was badass. I kept thinking when I was younger, why don't everyone have wheelchairs like that?
Yeah, I agree.
His uncle hooked him up.
With our boy Gary Busey. And Gary Busey's one big character line was,
"Holy jumped up ball-headed Jesus, pal of me."
He would say that once in a while in that movie, and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? They said shit like that in the 80s. They'd come up with weird, stupid shit, like, oh, booga, booga, or whatever. And you thought your gang would have a saying like that, but that never happened.
No.
Nepotism. It is a noun. Nepotism is the unfair use of power in order to get jobs, or other benefits for your family or friends.
Nepotism, 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 nepotism.
Nepotism. Yeah, I'm in movies with Clint Eastwood, you know.
If you scroll right through all the pictures you just sent me, it's all nepotism, except for the weird-looking kid. I don't know where he came from.
He came out of fucking some cave or something.
Joshua John Miller.
Such a weird dude. That's a weird dude there.
He just had a weird fucking look going on, man.
He did. He had a weird look. Yeah, weird voice and everything.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
Yeah, fucking weird.
Did. Well, it's kind of like the guy that played Brewster. He was weird looking too, man.
Oh, yeah. He went into gay porn because my brother, we were talking about, how we're doing now, talking about 80 stars, and he's like, that dude's in porn? I go, what? He goes, yeah, he's like a gay porn star. I go, you fucking serious?
Does he look weird still?
He kind of still looks like that dude. Like he just looks, he doesn't look much different from Brewster.
The preview you are about to watch is for a movie that is unlike any you have ever seen before. It is for a movie that goes beyond temporary fear to everlasting terror. It is a movie called Demons.
There was a movie, I don't know if you've seen this, you probably have, but it was called Demons, I think, in the 80s.
Demons. Oh, I remember that. They're locked in a
movie theater.
Yes. It's super gross.
Yes.
Super gross.
There's a scene at the very end where there's a song they play, and it fucking,
they have glowing eyes.
It fucking haunted me, dude. And it was a popular song, and it just haunted me. I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah, that's an Italian movie, and they overdubbed it in English.
Really?
Yeah, I was staying at a friend's house, like sleepover. He had a basement, and he had foosball and all, Atari, and he's like, stay over one night. I'm like, okay. And he's like, let's go get a movie. I'm like, all right. And he picked out Demons, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, whoa, this is gnarly, man.
It's pretty scary to be caught in a movie theater, shut in there. They were scraping their nails trying to get out of the theater on the walls.
Yeah.
They were tearing at the walls to get out.
Because the movie they're watching, if you put the mask on, it cuts you, and it turns into a fucking pustule bubble.
Yep.
And when it bursts, you turn into a fucking demon.
Nobody else would know what I'm talking about. Nobody else would know this movie but you.
Demons was crazy, dude.
See?
Yeah, if you buy the vinyl, it comes with a little mask, like the movie, like a little silver demon mask.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Demons too. I never saw that.
Me neither. Then my brain just immediately went to those scary little puppet creatures and
The Gate.
those little fucking demons though. They were claymation, right? They were scary.
Yeah. The commercial, this is where I was like, oh shit, I gotta see this. There's like a zombie in there at one point, and it falls, and when it hits the ground, it just turns into like 20 demons that run away. And there's a giant demon at the end. They shoot the rocket at it.
Yep. That had a creepy air to that movie too. I know it was,
Yeah.
I know it was bad, but it had a scariness to it, like an air to it. It's like a vibe through it.
It's not bad. The effects are great. It's kids,
The plot,
like Stranger Things.
The plot
like,
point was weird. Obviously, the plot wasn't the best or anything, but
yeah, there's not much of a plot.
But the actual feeling of the movie was creepy. You know,
they get a phone call and it's like, you're gonna die. And it, like the phone turns into something.
Yes, he was playing the record backwards. The kid with the long hair.
Yeah, the little rocker dude. There's a demon, the Gate too, and he's the only one in it from the original.
Yeah,
the rocker kid.
Not gonna be Steven. Wasn't it Steven Dorff in that one?
Yeah, Steven Dorff and the chick who plays his sister. I went to school with her cousin. He's like, oh yeah, did you see Demons or the Gate? I go, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, dude, it's fucking cool. That's my cousin, dude. My first cousin. We hang out on Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? But I don't think she was in much of anything else after the Gate.
Okay.
Or the rocker dude wasn't in much of anything after the Gate either.
For 20 million, would you 5 days a week, 9 to 5, you have to chill out in the sauna. And you'll get some vacation days.
Wait, how long? 9 to 5?
9 to 5, you got to chill out in there.
You can't make it that long.
You
You
get
die.
the weekends off.
You die. You wouldn't make it. You could make it like
You'd open up the door and you'd be on the ground just fucking in a pool of
yeah.
mess.
You wouldn't even make it a week in there. You'd make it like maybe 24 hours. But then after that, you'd lose consciousness. You'd be done for in that thing.
9 to 5 on Monday, 9 to 5 on Tuesday. Regular work hours.
Yeah, no way. All right, how about this? Same thing, but cold plunge for you.
I got to sit in a cold plunge from 9 to 5? No fucking way.
No, in and out all day from 9 to 5, every hour on the hour. And you have to go in for 5 minutes.
That's more doable, dude, but that's just too much. I wouldn't, because shocking your body like that every hour, you're just playing with fire.
Okay, what if we cut it down to...
Every 2 hours?
Not all night, but just for every 2 hours.
Between 9
for
and 5.
Yes.
So 9, 11,
Yep.
1, 3, 5.
For 5 minutes, that's it.
I get 20 mil.
Yeah. You get weekends off.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Okay.
With that money, I'll try and get in shape to withstand it more. And maybe, if you work out and you get in there, you'll feel good. Apparently it does something with your muscles, recover quicker.
Yeah.
Swelling, whatever. But you're shocking yourself. My
You are.
50-year-old heart's going, what?
It is true,
What
man.
the fuck?
It's true.
Get out! Get out! I
Holy
go,
shit.
dude, we got 4:58 to go.
Fiddler Joe from Kokomo took lessons on a piccolo, but after 7 years or so he could play a violin. Beneath his whisker chin he tucked his violin, and when you least expected, Fiddler Joseph would begin. On his fiddly-dee, he played this melody as plain could be. Now he might have played this tune on a harp or a bassoon, but he played it on his fiddly-dee.
What about Meet the Geezers? And we can all be old people.
Okay.
You fucking gave me chlamydia, Harold.
Okay.
You're gonna play Mission,
Okay, we're putting it. Meet the Geezers.
Meet the Geezers. Holy fuck.
Yeah, nothing beats that right now. Well, I was gonna try to look around and that just came right out.
If you told me
okay,
there's a new fucking show on Netflix
called Meet the Geezers.
Meet the Geezers. And then they also put Spectrum and a couple others on. Which one are you watching? I'm going for the Geezers.
Oh, yeah. Although I do
I've
love
already
me
done
some Spectrum, but
I love me some Spectrum.
But I would do the Geezers for sure first.
It'd be a very slow-paced fucking show.
Well, yeah.
They'd have to do a lot of editing.
Meet the Geezers.
You know? Whenever I think of these type of places like the old folks building, my dad's mom was in it. The Villa Scalabrini. Not saying that, but the Villa something. It always made me laugh because I'm like, you know, if you said, hey, we're going to go to the Villa Scalabrini and hang out for the day, I think, oh, great. Like canopies,
right?
Fucking drinks, like chilling.
Right.
You go there and it was like being in Siberia, like a camp. It was like stone. It was ugly. It was very weird. Very creepy, man. But I always think of the Villa something.
Last Light Villa.
Okay, let's go with that.
And my great-grandmother's one, which was on James Street. They had a room with a piano. There was a lady with Alzheimer's, and she was sitting at the piano and she was playing dun, 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 dun. And then she was like dun, 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 and then she would yell. And I was just a kid, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I felt like I was in a nut house, dude.
Oh, my Lord.
And then they told me, oh, she has Alzheimer's, which as a kid, I didn't know what the fuck that meant. And that she used to play the organ at the baseball game.
I would have had a heart attack laughing if I saw that.
Right?
Grab your headphones and brace yourself for the ultimate ear tickling. Join our podcast, UH, where laughter is the only side effect. Subscribe now and prepare to question your life choices, because we're here to make your daily commute a comedy goldmine.
Umbrellaholics can be found on all podcast platforms. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X.
How come when I write cock blocking, that does not highlight? That's really insane.
Because the computer in your phone is going, what the fuck's wrong with
It's
these
just
people?
letting it go, but it has a problem with venereal.
After venereal, it just said, I'm giving up, man.
It did. I think it
Write
did.
what you want. You guys are messed up.
Yeah.
Please update so I can get out of here.
Autocorrect just quit on me. In Netflix, if you push down when you're watching something, go to the little gear or hit more, and you change it out of 5.1 if you don't have a 5.1 stereo surround going. The volume gets way better.
Yeah.
It's a good hack.
It, like, condenses it to just, instead of like the voices in one channel. So,
and then the music in another.
channels.
Right. And your TV doesn't have those channels, so it gets drowned out.
Yeah. Whenever like the music swelled or it was war or something, forget hearing the dialogue.
Good hack. What are the things that Kurt Cobain used to wear? It was like a sweater that buttoned over. Cardigan?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
You know, he made them cool.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain cardigan. They sell them. It's like AliExpress Kurt Cobain acoustic cardigan. It's like the green one that he wore.
Yeah.
Unplugged.
How much do they sell them for? I'm curious.
They're like between 40 and 60-ish. Walmart sells a couple of them. Yeah, a Kurt Cobain one. Did they fucking like trademark?
Kurt Cobain cardigan.
Yeah, and you'll see like they're fucking selling them in different places, and you're like, that's how much it is?
It says Kurt Cobain flannel when I was typing cardigan.
Wow.
They do sell. I see Walmart, $62.29.
Right?
Then Etsy's got one that's like
name?
$250. They did. They put his name on there. It says Kurt Cobain Unplugged Nirvana Concert 90s Grudge Costume Green. Oh, is this a costume?
Is it?
They made him a Halloween costume.
Wow.
I weirdly like it, though.
Must have been Courtney, dude.
And everybody's doing it because I see Kurt Cobain MTV cardigan, mohair cardigan green, $169 on Etsy. A 1960s Orlin acrylic Kurt Cobain mohair style cardigan, $48 on Etsy. So what do you think of that, Kurt?
Yeah, and people are making money off of that.
Like a lot of money for a cardigan. Mr. Rogers used to rock a cardigan. Do you think if we put Mr. Rogers cardigan, it would come up? This is important research here. Mr. Rogers cardigan. That's trademark too.
Get out of here.
I swear. Mr. Rogers neighborhood
What is it,
collectible. It's red.
Or red.
It's a red one.
Red.
And again, all the way down. Vintage Mr. Rogers sweater knit cardigan. Mr. Rogers grandpa cardigan. We know two homies that made cardigans hot. Mr. Rogers and Kurt Cobain.
This is kind of the most useless fucking fact. How did writing go last night? Did you know? Yeah.
Wait, what movie's that from?
Well, it's from Transformers the movie, but a little genius thing that they did in Boogie Nights is, remember Mark Wahlberg is singing it really badly
Oh, yeah.
at the end. I bet you and you can't ever guess this dude's name who made that original song.
No, I would never guess. Who is it?
Stan Bush. Near-death experiences, when they go and there's people around, but you never see aliens in near-death experiences.
No.
There should be a gray dude should be floating around. Come here.
Yeah,
Or-
the one that looks like a praying mantis.
Yeah, the praying mantis.
Yeah.
There should be one that looks like a tree or some shit.
Yeah,
There should be all sorts
I
of
feel
shit.
like I think that there's an alien for every kind of species. There's an ant alien. There's aliens that look like lions. I don't know. I just feel like they
Fucking octopus planet. You know,
Yeah.
something weird.
You hear about angels and shit, but you don't hear about, like, maybe the angels are aliens. The descriptions of real angels are scary. They're not like winged people that are beautiful, like warriors. Like, they have 5 eyeballs. Steph and I did a whole episode on angels, and it was insane what the research we did. Some angels are giant wheels with cogs. They're just like a giant wheel in the sky. The descriptions of angels in the Bible are really scary. They have like a lion head and turkey legs and shit. It's really weird.
So apparently the Island of Dr. Moreau
Right,
happened in
right.
the sky.
Yeah.
Marlon Brando's up there. Yeah, you don't see aliens. Because I've watched some NDEs and, on YouTube, just all sorts of shit that we watch. And I saw these people and, and I'm thinking, they don't really see much up there but people. Where are the aliens?
I don't know if I'd want to see the aliens, though. You know what I mean? That
Wouldn't
might be a
it
little
be-
jarring.
Maybe they don't get to go anywhere, bro, because you're too fucked up.
All right,
looking.
let's say like you're driving, boom, you get hit by a car. Okay, you just boom, you're out of your body. Now you're floating up the tunnel, the door, the ladder, whatever it is, the staircase. As you're coming up that area, by the way, some of them go through a black tunnel. And they have to get through the darkness
Right.
to get to the light. So let's go with that one. Let's say you're going through the black tunnel, and you see the light, like the little pinpoint of light. And you're just being pulled to it, but it's like a long, arduous process. And as you're floating through, do you want to fucking see aliens in there going, hey?
No, but like, they always say there's an understanding that we're all brothers and sisters. Like even, your mom, everybody, you feel like this whole like community. It's like all that other shit kind of goes away. So I feel like you'd see an alien, be like, oh, hey, brother, I saw you before I went to Earth. How was it?
Yeah.
But
you've never hear that. I read a book on past life regressions. There are some where they recall experiences being an alien being, like part of a group of them, but it's kind of rare-ish.
Yeah.
And you don't hear about them dying and going, I saw my blue brother waiting in his golden robe. There was a heart surgeon that died named, I think he was a heart surgeon. He was a surgeon. His name was Eben Alexander. He's got a famous case. He wrote a book about it. The being that took him and his NDE was like a butterfly. I think she had butterfly wings. She was a beautiful woman, but she had like weird butterfly wings and shit. And she grabbed him like a insect sort of and flew him and his NDE.
Okay.
So that was kind of interesting, but the majority of them you hear is like, there was an old man at
the pearly gates, like it's like whatever, Saint Michael, whatever.
Peter.
Who are you? What? What do you mean? Let me look on the list. I don't see fucking... Which cloud? You know what? Just get out of here. God, can we make a separate section for these?
I bet you there is. Just in my head of what I imagine, and I could be totally wrong and probably totally shocked, but I just don't imagine you're in the section with the aliens.
No, they'd be
like
doing
Total
weird
Recall
shit.
And shit. You go buy a 3-boobed lady.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's the mutation. That's funny in that fucking movie. That's too funny.
I feel like...
and she's hot, you know?
Right. I feel like if you could have a Total Recall heaven, you'd probably do it.
In a bar, you know, neon with weird music.
You would do it, wouldn't you? You'd be like,
aliens.
wow, this is pretty fucking rad.
Yeah, I think I would.
See, I'm going to keep it wholesome and just, have people in white robes walking around.
Well, no, I want different areas. I don't want to spend eternity in
No,
the
you don't want to
bar.
be a neon world.
Yeah, we can fucking drink all we want there and snap our fingers and be like, all right, we're good now. Let's go back to the cloud.
You should be able to do that if you could pick your mansion, the many mansions. What would you have?
Yeah, I'd have a loft. It'd have different floors. Some lofts have elevators, so you can have your little
oh yeah, that's true.
area to swim and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd want it artsy, fun, like how we do now, just so you can accommodate people who are bored on their cloud. I went to the wasteland, saw the aliens. They're fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a party, man.
Yeah.
When is it? What do you mean, when is it? It's forever now.
Well, I can't make it. What do you mean you can't make it? All you have to do is think and
What
you're
are you
here.
doing? Yeah. What do you got to do?
If you call me in heaven and say I'm having a party at my joint, you better expect me to come with my flowing gown on my horse. I'm going to be galloping on my horse to your thing.
Well, we're going to need some valet people then.
I told Kat, I've never ridden a horse in my life. I probably never will because I'm so broken. So in heaven, I'm riding a horse just to ride one. I want to know what that's like.
Disaster rode one in it when she was a kid and it threw her.
It's scary.
It went crazy.
I feel like the heaven horses will be amazing. Like you get on them and they
Pegasus.
Yes,
like,
they go
the
so
Titans.
fast and you'd just be galloping and the breeze in your hair.
Yeah.
The fake heaven breeze. Did you hear my bug zapper?
Yeah. Well, somebody right now is like, I'll tell you about it.
Yeah, he's like,
I rode a dance up there.
Yeah.
I'm at some swamp party, yo, and there's just fucking lily pads and mosquito broads everywhere. And there's just humans lying around that don't care to be bitten. I'm just gonna go fucking, suck blood from them. And...
Boy, they got the fastest, easiest lives, don't they? They only have to be here for like a pupa, and then they turn into a 3-day life, and then they're done. Or they're frog food. That's it.
We're going to do your life review.
Right.
They put in the tape. Oh, it's only like 30 seconds. Let me see. You're flying. You sucked some blood, and then they got you. Okay.
Right.
And then the next one. Pop in the tape. What'd you do? And it fucking plays. Yeah, you were chilling on a horse, and then you sucked some of its blood, and it hit you with the tail.
Right.
Hey, Fred, how many lifetimes have you had on Earth? I've reincarnated 460 times.
Yeah.
I keep going back as a fucking mosquito, and I keep only get 30 seconds.
That would be hell if you're, the bad people go. They reincarnate as a skeeter.
Is that their whole life is just to get a little blood? I mean, really? That's it?
Yeah, but by the fucking 10th life, you're like,
Oh my god, I got 10 more seconds. I gotta really live it up here. I'm tired of blood. Can I, evolve and stick my fucking snout in a pepperoni on a pizza?
Wouldn't you go for pizza?
Imagine it's out in the breeze and it's flying. It smells the pizza in the air, right? And then you hear a hawk comes down.
And you turn around and you're like...
Is that something behind? Is that something?
You must go back down.
Oh, look at this thing. It looks like neon. It's got club. It looks like a club.
And it's your fucking zapper.
Well, think about how many damn moths we murdered that night when we were camping.
It was as if leaves were falling.
That was like a fucking apocalypse going on.
We must have killed about 10,000 of them that weekend.
You couldn't even feel bad after a while. It was just... They were just dying, but they were everywhere.
It added to the art, of looking at the fucking strip of fire.
I think they crackled a little.
Some of them, yeah, I remember that. I mean, literally, it was just as if you had a bag of leaves and you stood over the fire for fucking 3 days and you were just sprinkling them
right
on the fire.
Like,
just keep going.
None of them would learn from the one in front of them. look. They didn't look down and see all the corpses everywhere and go, "Oh no, oh
Aren't
no."
they supposed to evolve fast? One of them should have evolved and noticed.
But one of them should have said,
"Yo, that feels warm. I need to turn around." Do you see Frank up there? Well, he was there. Now he's gone. We need to stay the fuck away.
I don't think the skaters were even going in there, so they might be more
Or,
evolved.
I mean, the moth.
Oh.
The moth guy. And then he puts his finger to his mouth and he's like, and they all look at him and they like wave back. Like,
nah.
I'm telling you.
Everybody listening right now, after we took that hit, for the last 15 minutes, we went from NDs and aliens to fucking the Skeeter watching its life.
That is so true, like a moth to a flame burned by the fire.
Life imitates art far more than art imitates life.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to say, Beck, I got an idea. And you're going to say, what? I'm
All
going to go over below the grid. I don't give a fuck. We're risking it.
I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this heat. You there?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it like an electric zap.
I went to the observatory, but because of these glasses, I can't see, goddammit, and my eyes is going crazy.
You have long-range vision?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But then I go up to read the little thing on the side of the painting I'm looking at the gallery, and I can't read who fucking did it, how much it is.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you have, medium vision? You don't have near sight work part?
I'm Mr. Magoo, apparently.
Talissa, you may want to call time and temp before we go, just to make sure we're not late.
Call
and
who?
that we're dressed properly. Huh?
Dressed properly.
Yeah, just call the time and temp real quick.
Time and temp?
Yeah. Just call it so that we know what time it is. Yeah, call time and temp real quick.
I don't know the phone number for that.
I texted it to you.
Time and temp?
Yeah, how else are we going to know what time it is? You got to call it.
You didn't have clocks when you were young? You had to call someone to figure that out?
Yeah.
She's calling it.
Call.
This is literally how we got the time and temperature.
Today is Wednesday, April 17th.
The time and temperature?
The time and temperature is coming up after this.
Oh, they monetized.
Why did you
If
just
you've
mock
got
me?
old windows, you're probably losing heat in the
Who
winter,
is this?
cooling in the summer, and losing money all year long. Now
This
is
is
the
an
time
ad?
for new windows and patio doors.
Yeah, that's new.
From Renewal by Anderson.
They monetized.
Right now,
How did
buy
you know
one
this
window
number?
and get one. At
Why
the
is it
current
still a
time,
thing?
3:23 p.m., 84 degrees. Overnight, cloud-filled skies with some breeze, with the temps
phone
about
didn't tell you?
73 degrees.
Nope.
And then tomorrow, partly cloudy.
You thought my phone
Your
told me...
computer?
A slight chance
Your
of thunderstorms.
big, thick
with
computer?
the temperature around 86 degrees.
You can
More
stop it.
weather information.
No. We didn't have the big, thick computers.
No, you had big, thick computers.
Not
had
until...
the time at
Not
the
until I
top.
was 18 years old.
Ooh.
When I was like 12, that's how we called to see what the temperature was that day.
Do you remember growing up how we had like different phone lines that we could call? Like we had time and temperature.
Yeah.
There was like a choose your own adventure hotline. I remember it had all these games and shit on it. I'm going to actually call these numbers and you're going to tell me obviously what number this is. Okay. So the first one. Can you guess the phone number on this one?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's the 8675309. You can call it and it'll play.
Oh, you knew that. Okay.
I've never called it, though.
Oh, well, that's the number. Area code 919 for our listeners. Okay.
919? Wow.
919-865-5309.
Your emergency Hall and Oates helpline. To hear one-on-one, please press 1. To hear Rich Girl, please press 2. To hear Man-Eater, please press 3. To hear Privatize, please press 4.
What would you like to hear?
Let's go with 2, I guess.
You're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway.
All right.
What is that one, though?
That is the
Like
Hall & Oates Emergency Helpline. And that number for our listeners is area code 719-266-2837.
Wow, I didn't know that one
existed. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is just going to give you a flashback. Only us old people are going to know what this is.
This call requires a coin deposit. Please hang up momentarily, then redial your call by first depositing the local rate posted on the instruction card, or dial 0 for the operator.
That is a coin deposit message.
Wow.
Right?
Don't hear that anymore.
Didn't you think those were like out of existence? Area code 509-457-0044.
You have reached the 77th Street DMS 100. Serving codes 238, 439, 492, 567, 630, 680, 745, 748, 833, 836, and 921. Thank you very much.
That's the Elvis at the phone company phone number?
Well, I'm not remembering that phone number.
No.
Because it was like 65, 68, 85, 49, 52.
718 area code. Is that New York City? I feel like it is. 718.
Yeah, it's ours.
718-238-9901 is that number. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a doppelganger phone.
A doppelganger phone.
Number.
Is it?
Number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It's 909-390-0003.
I remember there was a way you could make your phone ring. Like you could dial a preface and then your phone number and hang up and your phone will ring. And I used to do that to my parents. I'd be like, hello?
Oh,
what the fuck? Who the fuck keeps calling?
Oh, I don't remember that one at all.
There was a way you can do that, yeah.
Hi, thanks for reaching Dial a Poem. Cities buried, streets forgotten, warehouses ransacked and abandoned for the South. We love, we breathe, light footprints of our passing through the snow. What would we say, and how say it? Who would we talk to, and how could they answer? The doomed buildings break against the ice. The bridges fall, and there are less of us each year. Like Arctic animals, we burrow through the wreckage of the city underground. And high above, where once the escalators climbed into the light, the tunnels terminate in breathing walls of ice. Here, in the dark, within the stone walls of the ancient hospital, below the copper roofs, and buried by the glaciers on all sides. Here, in blood and wailing, anchored in breathing and inflexible resolve.
Was that from your ghost box?
No, that was called Dial a Poem.
It's more like dial a horror.
Yeah, I pricked the English one. There was one for French, too.
The French one would have been like zip adieu, zip adieu.
Zip adieu. Oh, in case you want to dial a poem, that's 514-558-8649.
Hello. You have dialed into Here and There Along the Echo, a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
Okay,
that's a strange one.
That would
For a menu of our resources, press 1.
Let's still go with that one. Is a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims.
I don't know what to think about that.
Welcome to the Shady Tell message board. To listen, press 1. To record, press 2. To hear a count of total messages, press 3. To skip to the last incoming message, press 4.
I have no idea what this is. I'm just going to hit a number.
This is a test of the Shady Tell message board in spirit of service. To go back, press 1. To go forward, press 3.
I remember.
To back and forth, press 4 and 6.
Do you remember the message boards back in the day?
Vaguely. You'd leave. I don't vaguely, but I don't think I ever did it.
No, yeah, I used to call it sometimes. It would be like a party line. You could go in and out of the rooms by hitting the different buttons, and you could go back and forth.
Oh, is it a message board? You leave a message for somebody? It was like a party room.
Well, I did party rooms. This is a Shady Tells Voice BBS. I don't know what that is. Oh, here's one. You tell me if I'm not going to tell you who this is. You should know this. It's pretty famous-ish. So here we go.
Hi, you have reached the residence of Murray Bauman. Mom, if this is you, please hang up and call me between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. as previously discussed, okay? And this is Joyce. Joyce, thank you for calling. I've been trying to reach you. I have an update. It's about, it's probably best if we speak in person. It's not good or bad, but it's something. Now, if this is anyone but my mother or Joyce, well, you think you're real clever getting my number, don't you? Well, here's some breaking news for you. You're not clever. You're not special. You are simply one of the many, many nimwits to call here, and the closest you will ever get to me is this pre-recorded message. So, at the beep, do me a favor. Hang up and never call here again. You are a parasite. Thank you and good day.
Sorry, this mailbox is full and cannot accept
Do
any
you know
more.
who that was?
No.
Didn't ring a bell at all?
Mm-mm.
That was Murray Bauman from Stranger Things.
Oh.
PLA's telephone network interface. To hack some answering machines, press 1. For interactive stories, press 2. For the message board, press 3. To listen to the prank line, press 4. For dial a prayer, press 5. For Joy Bubble stories and stuff, press 6. To be connected to the request line or the payphone during a live show, press 7. If you think this line is boring and you need someplace better to call, press 8, you jerk. To learn more about the system and who runs it, press 9.
I'm going to hit
To
4.
speak with the representative.
I have no idea what this is. Phone Losers of America. And that number's 505-608-6123. Now, there's also a number, which I won't call, but I'll tell you it's called 1-877-77-CREEP, and that is for scary stories. And then here is another one.
Oh, you've reached Wrinkles the Clown. I'm not here to take your call. Leave me a message, I'll call you back.
Apparently, that's Wrinkles the Clown. Phone number 407-734-0254. Be sure to leave him a message. Now, I know you're going to know this one. I know you got to know this one.
Hello, hola, yaate. You called Saul. You've reached the offices of Saul Goodman and Associates, your one-stop shop for all things law. If they've accused you of breaking bad, better call Saul. If you're currently under arrest or in custody, follow my 3 patented rules. 1, keep your mouth shut. 2, keep your mouth shut. 3, don't make eye contact with anyone in a holding cell, unless you're looking to make a love connection. Visit my website for more free advice. BetterCallSaul.com. The solution to your problems is just minutes away. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold. Drug felonies, press 1. DUI, press 2. Slip and fall on government property, press 3. Illegal animal smuggling, press 4. Unreasonably hot fast food beverage accidents, press 5. Wayfair 515 victims, press 6. To continue this message in Tagalog, press star.
I don't know what this one is. Let's see what this does. I'm a little scared for this one.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Oh, no, I don't.
Franklin.
What's happening? What's Google Voice? I'm a little frightened. I don't hear nothing. It's just ringing.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay, obviously that number isn't in anymore. That would be the Rickroll. Dial a Rickroll number at 248-434-5508.
What's weird is, like, we were just flipping around on YouTube on the shorts, and 2 different ones came up at 2 different times with him.
What, Rick?
One was a commercial where it was like I think progressive, and then, you know, they have like a chalkboard that says never going to give you up, and they check it off, and never going to let you down, they check it off, and he's singing. And then there was something else too, so it's kind of how the day's been going.
The theme for today has been the Rickroll.
Yeah, well, it didn't help me out with my coffee, and then I go to Chipotle. She's like,
"You want Chipotle or something today?"
And I go, "Yeah, all right, I'll get taco." And the chick that was helping Disaster was just fucking piling shit on, because they got this seasonal chicken, the Asiago chicken. Ugh, I could drink the fucking sauce they put on it, and like, she's like,
"I just want just a little bit on my quesadilla."
And they put a ton. She put a ton, of course. And I'm thinking, yeah. She's going to load my fucking tacos up. I'll save one for later and shit,
Right.
whatever. The manager comes out with some other chick, and they're fucking like checking the temperatures. And the chick that came out with the manager is like, "What are you getting?" And I'm like, 3 soft tacos. And she literally put 1 cube in each taco.
Because the manager was there.
I was fuming. I came very close to saying, "Look, I'll pay double. Can you just put normal meat in?" Then I thought, well, Disaster takes out a lot of her chicken, and I'll just throw, and that happened. And
Okay.
I throw it in there, and I'm fine. I couldn't believe it. I got home and I opened it up and I showed Disaster the first taco. I go, "Look at this," and I take a bite and I'm chewing it and I go, "Huh, that's really good lettuce and fucking taco shell. That tastes really good."
Salad wrap.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Of course that would happen to you.
Off. And of course we leave and I'm fuming. I'm like, and I just go, just one day. Just one day.
It's really not a big deal. It happens all the time.
Hello.
No,
What are your pronouns?
I'm not. This isn't. I'm not part of this. I shouldn't have to. I don't want to tell you that. No, sorry. No.
I don't really know.
I don't know the terminology,
what
and I
to
don't
call
think
myself.
it really doesn't matter because you can't put a maniac in a box. Otherwise, you got problems.
Well, what would you be?
I'm just back maniac. There is no label. That is the label.
No, but in the world of that, if I'm a cis male, what would you be? Is there like a
lesbian, a gay?
Is that old school now? Lesbian?
Probably. They probably have a new term for it.
There's probably a new term for it. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't even like that. I don't even like saying that. It's so weird to label yourself like that. Does it even matter what people are? Does it matter who they're fucking? Do we care? I just don't understand why people give a fuck and they have to label it all.
I'll tell you what matters. Are you cool? Yeah. All right.
That's all that matters.
Free beer! Free beer! Free beer! Free beer! Free beer! 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 Beer!
We watched this little quick thing in the year I was born. It was like June. They did 10-cent beer night in the Cleveland Indians Stadium, and it turned into a fucking riot, dude.
Well, yeah, 10-cent beers, that's cheaper than Hungry Charlie's 25-cent beers.
The team was really shitty, and a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of industries moved away. So there's a lot of pissed off people. And they said for $1, you can get into the game and have 5 beers. They'd have these trucks with the kegs on them and with 2 teenage girls, and there's hordes of people trying to get them. So they end up just walking away. The girls all left.
Oh,
and
man.
then it became a free-for-all. They brought cherry bombs, which are M80s. So if a pineapple's a quarter stick, this is half of that.
Okay.
So it's still significant. They're
Right.
still scary as fuck. You know,
Right.
it can hurt you. It was allowed. They were like, that was fine. You can bring fucking, and they were throwing cherry bombs at the opposing players' dugouts.
Oh.
And they were hitting fucking the players with hot dogs, and one dude almost got hit with an empty jug, like a Carlo Rossi sized jug.
Jesus.
And streakers were running out. Chicks were running out and fucking kissing the players. There were fights in the fucking stands. And it became so crazy because all the non-drinkers left, all the non-drunk
Right.
people left, and it was all kids because the drinking age was 18. So there was all these fucking hordes of kids that were drunk and pissed off, and they surrounded the other team. And their home team had to come out with bats, fend off the people from the opposing team to get them in their dugout. And the cops gave up at one point and left.
Where was this? This
So-
was an Indian game?
Cleveland Indians game. That was the end of that. Nobody died. Like 10 people went to the hospital. An umpire's head got fucking split open. Crazy. But yeah, any kind of like free beer, cheap beer shit ruins something.
Pizza girl.
Let's just unleash Maddie, dude.
Okay, let's unleash her.
Like the first line is like, why the, and then everything else is capitalized.
Okay.
You know, like the most crazy person we've had.
All right, let's do it. Let's rant.
What's your problem, man?
Why'd it take you so long to answer the door? Is she going to be swearing, or is she just going to be like...
No, she's completely crazy.
I climbed 13 flights in a complete blackout.
With all sorts of shit in the hallways and people flinging around. Like danger shit. Danger shit.
Hold on.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
you better be good tippers. Or
I know a guy, and if I said to him, hey, something's going on, he'd go, what the fuck? And then with that other hand, you're going to grab my fucking tit.
Hello, sunshine. Bad guys have more fun. Hello, sunshine. Bad guys have more fun.
Well, maniacs, there you have it. This concludes the writing sessions.